been trying to mix it up and appeal to a wider base, to increase interest in the studio.
Yeah, and what we're trying to do is create a different platform to give the individual and the community to be able to speak from. So it's just not us up here, but we're allowing people to come to the station, learn how to be a producer, how to get, how they can express what they're trying to say out on video and other means besides just talking to your neighbors and so forth.
Yeah, get your foot in the door and learn how it's done, or do like I did and don't know how to do it and do it anyways. Just come in. I mean, it's fun.
How long you been coming here?
2 years.
2 years?
Yeah, about that.
And what did they put you on the first time you, what machine or what did you do?
I did camera.
Camera?
Just zooming in and out, that kind of stuff. Doing that for the Shuffle, which is the show we used to air here.
Did you like that?
Yeah, it was fun,
Yeah, and there's a lot of people down here that we can get along with. Mostly everybody here we got a really good team here. It's just, we're just having fun.
Yeah, most everyone here is pretty friendly, except there's this guy Chris here. We keep him locked in the booth.
Yeah, the whisper room.
Yeah.
We don't allow him out until after the show goes.
Yeah, guy Chris.
Yeah, he's listening to
he's
us.
a good guy. They're good people here. I mean, I think if you come in, you don't have to worry about people treating you badly, because we're all here because we care. No one here is stuck in a rut or here because they're getting paid and they have nowhere else to go. They're here because they care, and it shows in their character, I think.
Yep. And, with the new content that we're playing on the television, this is something that we kind of took a risk at, because we heard, through the grapevine that people are just tired of the same message that's parroted over and over on all the other stations. It seems like you turn one station, it might be a different announcer, but it's still the same rhetoric over and over. And so we're just trying to do something different, and it probably shows. Some of our equipment is kind of falling apart on us, and that's why we're asking for donations to kind of help us get over this hump, this hill of like our switcher system in here. We have 9 drivers and we're down to 1 driver. If we can get those drivers repaired and back up, that will actually give us more to give to the public as a professional studio.
The technical aspects, I'm not going to try and pretend I know about it or know what I'm talking about, because I don't. But there are people here, our engineers and whatnot, that do. And like you said about the switcher, that stuff needs repair. And with no money coming in, it's just, riding on a prayer.
Yep. We just keep putting more Band-Aids on it.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, so what do you think of the programming?
I've been happy with it. We're a free speech station. Obviously we can't censor anything you want to air. We'll air it.
Yeah.
But I've been happy with it, because it seems like it's been a lot of, ministries from around the nation just sending their tapes in, and it's just been nothing but that. And I guess I don't have a problem with religious programming, but I think we've gotten that stigma that that's all we have to offer.
Right.
Is more religious programming. And I think we've been trying to change that up and offer new things to show people, we're a voice for you. We're a voice for everyone.
Right. Yep, that's a good point. We are a voice for Clark County. Just one of the voices. There's 2 other stations that are public access, but for our station, we're a freedom of speech. We don't put a criteria on anybody. We let anybody be able to make their own video and play it on this television within the limits. We can't have it has to be family orientated. Nothing X-rated.
Well, yeah, I think anything that's illegal to film in Washington, we obviously can't air.
Exactly.
But I think, I'd have to look it up, but I think if it's deemed like adult or vulgar in nature, we'll still play it, but I think it has to be between the hours of like midnight and 4 a.m. or something like that. It's something we'd have to look up, but yeah, we are a free speech station, and with very few exceptions, we cannot censor.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, we'd like for people to call in, and that phone number is, you want to give it since you have it memorized?
Yeah, 360-693-7544.
or go to the website, FVTV11.org.
Yep.
And there you can find videos, past videos, archived videos, and the newest releases. And also, we have a donation page there that if you want to participate in donating, if you have the financial abilities to invest, we would really appreciate it. But foremost, what we really need is people to really send emails in, calls. Those really help because that kind of gives us
Ammunition, I guess.
yeah, ammunition to be able to keep this station alive, that we actually have people supporting FVTV. People are actually watching it.
Yeah.
I think before we only had, it was under 30
30, like,
viewers.
Huh.
Yeah, is on average or something like that.
Yeah, I don't
But
know.
now we're well over 300. From what we understand, according to our formulas, it's around 300. But we'd like for those people to call in and tell us what they appreciate about FVTV and how we can actually be better and help us to kind of brainstorm and what we can do to kind of make the viewing more pleasurable and more informational.
Yeah. Yeah, now what was I gonna say? I'm sorry, I spaced.
That's all right.
As you can tell, we're live and amateur here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can use your phone calls, like Mike said, for ammunition, because we have to present our case to the TCC board,
Yep,
the
TCC board.
Telecommunications
Yep.
Commission, and basically prove that we're a viable station here.
Yeah.
And prove that we have an impact on our community. So every response we get, even if you can't donate, just call up and say whether you like us, you know, and we can use that to tell people that this station is a valuable asset in this community and it should
Right.
stay.
And so, along with your donations, what we're trying to do is, so we already explained the switcher system that we have. We need to get that fixed. But what this helps us do is to actually represent Clark County. So we're not just representing the city of Vancouver, but we're representing Clark County, the surrounding areas. So we are supporting the individuals and our community. So we really need some support here to be able to continue on and be that support for the community, for the local areas instead of just the city of Vancouver.
Yeah. Yeah, if you've noticed, I mean, obviously, if you're able to watch us right now, you're able to watch the CVTV on the City of Vancouver,
Right.
or Clark and Vancouver television, you know, and that is paid for by all of Clark County people who have Comcast. It's paid for by all of their dollars.
Yep.
But yet CVTV tends to focus on just Vancouver. I mean, you know, you could argue maybe it's rightly so because Vancouver's the biggest market here. But there's a lot more people in Clark County than just Vancouver.
Right.
And CVTV tends to focus only on Vancouver. They play the Vancouver City Council meetings. They don't play Battleground, or
Right.
Washougal, or Camas, or Amboy, Yakult, Richfield. I mean, there's a lot of other communities here besides Vancouver. And we're trying to appeal to and cover all of those.
Yep. And so what we're doing, we have a kind of a strategy here at FVTV, is that we're trying to train people up to be journalists. The camera guys just came out of school. It's really hard to get into this industry without having some prior experience. So that's what we give to the community, is people that are trying to get into this industry, an avenue to be able to practice, get involved, and get that experience behind the camera, behind the audio, on TV. So, yeah, that's what we offer here.
Yeah, if you have a voice or an opinion you'd like to espouse, we also would also like to offer, you know, you to be a guest. You know, Mike and
Yeah.
I have been doing a show called The Underground. It's on Friday nights at 9 o'clock. It'll be tonight, live. You know, come on, you know, say what you have to say. As you can tell, we have an extra seat next to us,
Yep.
open for people to come in and share their opinions, or call.
Yep. Or, yeah, if you know some entertainers, or if you are an entertainer, we got another mic over here so you can do hula hooping or whatever.
Actually, yeah, we had another, like, physical mic over there, too. Like last week on our show.
I know,
we
it
had
was
three mics.
the three amigos.
Yeah, three amigos.
Three amigos.
Yeah, mic 1, mic 2, and mic 3.
So, but anyways, if you would like to call in, 360-693-7544. And our website is FVTV11.org. And we'd really appreciate if people just call in and just say hey or whatever. Even if you don't like the show, call in.
Yeah.
You know, just kind of breaks things up here.
Yeah, you know, I would respect some honest criticism.
Yeah.
If you don't like the way we've been going, call in and tell us that too.
Yep. Well, back to what we were talking about before about FVTV, allowing people, this is an avenue for people to come and learn and to kind of, you know, expand their vision, expand the, you know, what they got going on in their own life, to kind of get a different viewpoint, get their hands-on training. We have some individuals that are part of the program, and what we're trying to do right now is send these individuals out on specific shoots. So like if they get a, we get a call like in a, you know, say there's a shooting, just wait a second. And we got a phone call right now, so go ahead and answer it.
Hello, caller, you're live on the air.
Oh, yes, sir. My name's Ray. I live here my name's Ray. I live here in Vancouver, Washington.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
And listen, I like your program. I like your channel. I like listening to Alex Jones. You get a lot of information on how to stay healthy. Keeps you cut in on what's going on around the world, you know.
Yeah.
But this is where I think a lot of people, you don't realize, most people don't even know about Channel 11, Fort Vancouver TV, because I go out, you know, and I'll tell people, you know, we got a channel here now.
Yeah.
And they say, well, what's the channel? I say it's Channel 11. And so then I tell them, you know, it's Comcast Channel 11. And it's a good channel. Alex Jones, you know, keep you cut on what's going on all around, you know, around the world, around the States. And he's had people out at Ferguson out there. And you know, these guys are risking their lives out there to get this information to you people so they'll know what's happening, you know. But what I think what you need to do to get the channel out more is to put signs out around the county. You know, put signs saying we now have a channel for citizens now to watch our channel, and that would be Channel 11, Fort Vancouver TV. Give them the phone number so they know, you know, to call and how to get all the information on whatever you need, you know, for all of the health products you got and the paper, the magazine.
Yeah.
Anything that might help to, you know, help you guys continue with this channel, because this is a good channel. As I go around, you know, I eat in different restaurants and a lot of fast food places, and I just, you know, I'll just say, hey, do you guys know we got a channel now? And they say, no, I didn't know that. Oh, thanks a lot. When I get home, I'll check it out, you know. And, you know, it kind of makes you kind of, it lets you know that they don't know what they should know, because this is where everybody lives, you know.
Yeah.
So I think if you put signs out along the, you know, I-5 corridor, any place where people can see we now have our own TV channel station, Fort Vancouver TV, Channel 11 with the phone number. We'd like you to call in response to what you see, how you like it, what we can do to make it more entertaining. And we do have Alex Jones, InfoWars, comes out of Texas. They're on a couple times, one in the evening, one during, like one late at night and one in the evening. Now, he's usually a day late, Alex Jones, because he has to get the research on all of the stuff that he's, you know, the current events, so he's usually a day, maybe even 2 days late.
Yeah.
But you will get the information that you need, that the other channels aren't telling you. And that's what you want. You want to know really what's going on. You don't want to go turn on a news channel where all they got is a lot of intermissions with people selling products. You want the news. So, and their intermissions on Fort Vancouver TV aren't that long. It's just brief, and then they're back to the show again.
Yeah.
So this is what I think you guys should do in order for you to maintain and keep this channel going, because, you know, I like it. I think it's entertaining. It has a lot of good stuff on it.
Thank you.
It keeps you, you know, knowledgeable what's going on around you, and that's what you need.
Thank you, Ray.
Okie doke.
Very eloquent said.
Um,
And you know, that's something that we've been talking about, is trying to get some banners up and some more, you know, advertisement up, but it really takes the funds. That's why we're kind of doing this telethon, to make it known exactly what we need from the community to back us up, because this is a fight. I really believe this is a fight for freedom of speech. This station's kind of in the forefront right now, and with you going out there and telling people you're a part of the team.
yeah,
Does that make sense?
it's all of us.
Well, you know, the thing is, people are actually scared of each other anymore, you know, so if you talk, and, you know, and say you're eating somewhere, right, and all of a sudden somebody shows up, you know, elderly couple, and you know, want to briefly make a conversation, people don't know who you are, you know, why, who is this person, you know?
Yeah.
So what you're doing, you're trying to get the information out, but a lot of times, you know, if people are scared to communicate, they're kind of like paranoid, you know, they don't know who. But like I say, if you would put those signs out around Clark County, you know, because people even driving through, you know, they know, they'll say, you know, there's a station in Clark County, it's Fort Vancouver Television, and, oh, we never heard of that one. Well, and then I tell them, look, if you got Comcast, that's great, but if you don't, what other channel, if they have other, you know, internets, what channel would they have to turn to get on to listen to Fort Vancouver TV? And they say, I don't have, you know, Comcast. So I tell them, you're going to have to find out what channel, but what you got, so you can tune in to see and listen to what's happening, because they also have a radio station. And I don't even think they know what the radio station would be.
Yeah.
You know? So there's a lot that's not really, that you could be doing that I don't know if people even, that, you know, would help you out.
Yeah, no, the sign thing was a really good idea. Are you thinking of like billboards, or more like campaign signs, like people?
Yeah, kind of like a billboard, you know. I don't know how much that would cost. It doesn't have to really be big signs, you know, but they need to be, you know, and put out, like, so they really, you know, people can, you know, can see and respond. They're not cheap looking, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
Because it's not a cheap station. It's a good station.
Yeah.
You know.
Maybe if we were to do something like on vinyl, you know, like politicians use, like the yard signs, you know, maybe we could drum up interest if people would volunteer to have some of those in their lawn.
Yeah, that would be great. Anything to put the word out, you know.
Yeah.
And find out what, you know, let them know what the radio channel is, because people today don't even want to watch television anymore.
I know, it's almost
Ask them, you know, like I listen to you guys all the time, but what they don't want to know, and because it's all bad news, you know.
Yeah.
right.
You know, and so they say, oh no, I don't watch TV anymore.
Yeah.
So my response would be, well, how are you going to know what's going on around you?
Yeah.
How you know what's happening, you know? Like right after this deal in Ferguson, remember that 12-year-old kid got shot?
Yeah.
Well, he was at his school, and he wasn't doing any. The kid was 12, and I don't know what happened, but you know, it's the guns they're putting out. You know, the BB guns look so real, and then the response was, I didn't know the kid was 12 years old when he shot the kid.
Yeah.
And that's kind of stupid as far as I'm concerned, you know.
I wanted to ask you, Ray, do you watch The Underground, the show we do on Friday nights?
Oh, I watch. Well, different times I turn on, you know. Now, all that stuff you got, like at the Keegans and all that,
Uh-huh.
that's great. But I like to get the current stuff, you know, with Jacaro Jackson and Joe Briggs, you know.
Michael
because
Knight.
them guys are really out there in the front lines, you know.
Yeah, they are.
And, you know, so you take a guy like, it's Biggs or Briggs, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you know, he's did 3 tours in, you know, Afghanistan, and he says it's the worst thing he's seen his entire life.
Yep.
But, you know, another thing with this Ferguson deal, why didn't they put, outside of the town, like a mile out? Why did they let people in? Why didn't they have them show their driving licenses? If you're going to go to a town and they're all aware of these troublemakers, right?
Yeah.
So you have them stop. Now you just say in a nice way, whoever's, the police or National Guard or who's ever there, we need to see your driving license because, if you don't live there, we don't want you there.
Yeah.
Because if something erupts there, we don't want anybody getting hurt. So it's very simple. Now, I don't know why that, I think that mayor down there wasn't too bright. And as far as the officer went, highway patrol guys have, on any police car, they have a mic. And that mic I'm pretty sure they can talk inside the car without getting out of the car. I'm almost positive most police cars have that.
You're right.
So why did this policeman, whoever he was, I'm not saying he was right or wrong now, if you see a guy walking in the middle of the street on the yellow lines, the guy's got to be on something, right?
Yeah.
And if the guy's acting weird, you're not going to approach him by yourself if you got any smarts. You're going to call back up and say, I got a guy walking in the middle of the highway on the yellow line.
Right.
And the guy he might be on PCP, who knows, LSD or something. So now they already had on the screen where when he was in that liquor store, they knew what he looked like.
Yeah.
Now what did he get? So he got some Schweitzer cigars, and he pushed the guy. Right? That wasn't right. That wasn't nice. That means he had some problems.
Right.
But the thing is, when the policeman responded, he already knew that this guy already had a problem. So the thing could have never happened. All he had to do was talk on the mic, call for backup, keep his window up, keep an eye on the kid, and, observe where he was going. And then when you got backup, there's other people there that's watching what's happening.
Yeah.
And I mean, if the window's up, and the guy would have socked the window, it would have broke the window. But, you break a window when you have to be awful strong, to knock out a window on a car, right?
Right.
You're going to do some damage to your hand and stuff. But when you put the window down and you got a guy that's acting like a space case,
yeah,
you don't want to approach somebody like that. And all the stuff that happened, people don't believe a lot of that.
Yeah.
The guy emptied a whole clip in the guy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's six. I don't know what he had, a Glock 9 or what, but 6 bullets in a guy. That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Ray?
Hey, Ray, you're making some really good points here, but we got a 2-minute mark here.
Okay, well,
Hey, 9 o'clock.
I've
Ray,
just,
Ray,
all this
9
damage
o'clock
and all
tonight.
that's going on with all these cities now.
Hey, Ray.
Yeah.
Tonight at 9 o'clock, we'll be able to continue this more. This was meant more for a promo for the telethon in general.
Oh.
But if you'd like to watch and call in again tonight, we're going to be live tonight at 9 o'clock.
About Ferguson.
Yeah, and we're going to talk more about Ferguson.
Well, I'd like to see you guys continue, and I think some of them pointers I made was good.
Yeah, very good points.
You need to, I want to see you stay this. I want this channel to stay around.
Oh, yeah, and thank you for your interest and your call, Ray.
Okay, well, thank you. God bless. Take care.
Give a call tonight.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Ray. So there's a lot of things that are going on, and that's what I was trying to get back to, is that we've been training individuals here to do journalism and cover that stuff so that we can actually kind of spread our tentacles out and kind of touch the community even more so.
Yeah.
He brought up some good points. Yeah, we've got a lot of phone calls about InfoWars and just how people really like that. But at the same time, we are a public access, and we're trying to serve our community. So we have to have like a 70-30 program here. 70% is local and 30% is national. And so that's what we're trying to stick to, but we just don't have enough producers producing the right material to bring in here.
Yeah, and I wanted to give a quick shout out to Ray and say thank you for calling, but also a shameless plug for tonight. I believe Chris, our guy in the room right now running the switcher, went and filmed some of the protests in Portland.
Yeah, he
I
did.
think we're gonna
Yeah,
air
we're
some
gonna
of that
bring that up tonight.
Yeah, so that'll be on tonight.
Yeah, so please, Ray, call back, tonight at 9.
Yeah.
Or-
Yeah,
So-
yeah, watch, you know, grab a beer, grab a six-pack, and,
And please please check out our website, FVTV11.org. And that'll be it. That's a wrap.